Rishabh Pant, in just a few hours from now, is going to absolutely ensure that he gives his best against Pakistan. The contest that everybody has been waiting for in the T20 World Cup. But prior to that, lot of things that Rishabh Pant has said earlier in an interaction with a media outlet, some of the things have gone really viral. There are three major things that Rishabh Pant has opened up on. One, how he escaped amputation. Second, the 2023 ODI World Cup disappointment. The sledging of Virat Kohli. And when you look at the broader picture, an India versus Pakistan, how one viral chant has really grabbed the attention on social media. How does he view all that? How has he planned his future course of action? It all remains to be seen now. But the four key takeaways from Rishabh Pant's interaction that he had with that media outlet was the first thing, the India versus Pakistan rivalry. Now, as you know, in an India versus Pakistan rivalry, there is a lot of banter. Some are fun, some are abusive, some are serious. But Rishabh Pant acknowledges the entire thing. He says these kind of banters keep on going. It brings a lot of emotion. These narratives made by the fans, I mean, this is the one viral chant that is going very much active now on social media. It says, "Tel lagao Dabar ka, wicket lo Babar ka." It's a popular oil brand that has been in India, and it just rhymes Dabar with Babar. So that is why these kind of very creative and innovative chants by the Indian cricket fan base kind of add a new dimension to the India versus Pakistan rivalry, and that's why he says it makes the competition more interesting. It sure does. I mean, there are certain sections of the Indian fan base that really do have a very creative way, in a very Bollywood way, they manage to ensure they get under the skin of the opposition fans in that sense. So, "Tel lagao Dabar ka, wicket lo Babar ka." This was the one chant that really made Rishabh Pant laugh in that interaction. So, that is how this current India versus Pakistan rivalry is. Yes, it's like the actual build-up, the jingoism, the hype and everything in that, but it will be a very close contest at this point. Now, Virat Kohli and Rishabh Pant, they both share a very good bond, and because of that, what has happened? In one game, Virat Kohli actually threatened to hit him, because it happened in the Royal Challengers Bengaluru versus Delhi Capitals clash in IPL 2024. Pant was banned, remember, and it was quite unfair that yes, Rishabh Pant had to be banned for a slow over rate and others were committing it on a far frequent basis. But there he decided to do something audacious, sledge Virat Kohli, because he said, "I was banned in the RCB game without doing anything. I tried a lot to prevent it, but it was uncontrollable, not in my hands. I thought I'll disturb the mindset as RCB's dressing room is right behind the side screen." But then Virat spotted it. It was just too hard to ignore. And then Virat Kohli gestured and said, "I'll hit you, sit down." We all thought that it is fun and banter, but it was actually a little bit serious sledging that kind of riled Kohli, but then they made up afterwards. So, sledging Virat Kohli might not be a good idea. Certain teams have found it out the hard way. Rishabh Pant also might have found it out the hard way. Now, he's opened up on that accident, and there is a horrifying detail that has emerged. When he had that accident, his leg was bent, and it was bent in such a way that it had the proper action not been taken. Instinct came at that time. So on December 30th, when that accident happened, you all saw the visuals of Pant all soaked in blood coming out of the car which caught fire. But then he said, "My right leg was bent opposite by 90 degrees. I asked the guy who was there at the spot to hold it and twist it back to position." So that excruciating detail was done. But it was luckily done because the doctor said, had you not done it, it would have led to an amputation. And there, Rishabh Pant's cricketing career would have been finished. How would he have come back in life after that? It remained to be seen. But then he overcame the odds. He underwent 3 surgeries, the ACL, PCL and the MCL also, which ensured that he could at least start walking towards November, December. Then he started playing, and in the IPL he showed his fitness. Here he's been in good form, and because of that, That action by instinct alone to ask somebody to bend it back into position was something that was done. It saved an amputation for him. Now, everybody was wondering, yes, because of that, Rishabh Pant missed the ODI World Cup. He had a chance to ensure he did well against his favorite team, Australia. Now, if Rishabh Pant was there in the 2023 ODI World Cup final, what would have been India's chances? Very brash and very confident, typical Rishabh Pant answer was, if I had played the 2023 Cricket World Cup final, then we would have either been all out for 150 or would have scored over 300 plus runs. That is the clear indication that he gave that how he would have approached that game. World Cup final, pressure situation, it doesn't matter to Rishabh Pant. Plus, his great record against Australia could have kind of had the razor's edge thing. 150, yes, the brick bats would have fallen on Pant, but if he had gotten them to 300, who knows what could have happened. But then November 19th is a footnote in the history of cricket that yes, India could not win their third World Cup. And that is why these kind of revelations that Pant has made just before the day when India versus Pakistan is going to happen in New York is a testament to his mental fortitude. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.